The following program is brought to you by Alicia Reece and WGRI.
I stand here today as a product of Dr. King's civil rights movement in the trenches of the battleground state of Ohio, city of Cincinnati, and the daughter of civil rights activist Dr. Stephen Reece Sr. and the late Barbara Reece, who marched for me 50 years ago.
A champion for voting rights.
We're going to bring you people that know about business. We're going to bring you people that know about what's going on in the tech. Put some soul into this whole tech thing that's going on.
She's a fighter for the people.
Welcome Reverend Al Sharpton to the show.
Congratulations on your show.
She's authentic.
We're bringing Joe Madison, known as the Black Eagle.
Congratulations on having the show. Nothing is more important than the local programs that engage our communities.
She's a proud HBCU grad. It's time for Alicia Reece's Soul Food, Food for the Soul, on Cincinnati's 24-hour urban gospel connection, Inspiration 1050 AM and 103.1 FM, WGRI.
And hello, everyone. It says my mic is muted. Let's see. Here we go. Hello, everyone. We are live on Alicia Reece Food for the Soul. Do I need to hit the mute button one more time or mute it? All right, here we go. Hello, welcome to Alicia Reece Soul Food, Food for the Soul. And it is Friday for those of you who are listening to us live. Happy Friday. And those who are listening to us on the replay Saturday, happy Saturday to you. I want to thank everyone who tunes in every single week to hear Alicia Reece Soul Food for the last 8 years. I mean, I can't believe it. And I want to thank all of you who stopped me on the street to say, hey, I listened to your show. And so I want to thank you for that. We want everyone who is watching us on our platforms, on Facebook and Instagram and YouTube, asking you to please share. And actually, I'm going to do that myself. I'm going to make sure that we share this so that everybody can participate. So please share the show. Okay. We are going to do an amazing recap, the best we could do, recapping what just happened 1 week ago for the Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame. Wow. I mean, that's all I can say. I am still exhausted, but all I can say is wow. And I want to start off by thanking, there were so many people to help make this happen, but we had a core team of people that helped us on almost every step of the way on this from, the vision that I had. I want to thank them for, believing in my vision and helping to bring the vision to life. I want to thank Veda Stevens from my office, my chief of staff. I want to thank Jackie Taggart Boyd, who is our community outreach director. I want to thank Romaine Jones, who project manager and co-producer along with myself on this. I mean, it was just amazing. And we want to thank Aziza Nubia. We want to thank Miss Aziza Nubia, all of the graphics and the social media. It was just amazing, helping also with the documentary and all of that. And also, co-produces my show, you know what I'm saying? So she's one of the co-producers also for my show, Alicia Reece Soul Food. Want to thank her as well. Want to thank Al Chang. Yes, Al Chang is special assistant to Commissioner Alicia Reece. So he does a lot of special external projects with us. And I want to thank him as well. I want to thank all of the volunteers. We had to have a lot of volunteers to pull this off. And so we had all the volunteers. I want to thank them as well. And I just want to thank, the administration as well, because it's a lot that we have to make sure that the Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame has got to be cleaned. It's got to be secured. We got to put the stars down. We got, the technology has to work. And so I want to thank the county administration, then my colleagues who originally voted for us to be able to move forward with building it. And then I want to thank we have to have private money. We had to have private money. Want to thank Damon Jones of Procter & Gamble, who's been with me every step of the way from the rocks and said, hey, we at P&G will step up. We will fund the stars. You can't have a Walk of Fame without the stars. Okay. You just can't. The stars, and help fund some of the event as well, so that it could be absolutely free and everybody can enjoy it. Everybody can enjoy it. So I want to thank him. And then we have several partners that helped with making it a great affair and making sure that it's free. We want to acknowledge First Financial, Kroger's, Greater Cincinnati Foundation, Ollie's Trolley. Thank you so much. Metro, my goodness. I want to thank Miss Viola Brown, my senior citizen coordinator. We had 3 buses of senior citizens. I said, I want my seniors to be able to come and enjoy it and be treated first class. And 3 buses. Thank you, Metro, for the 3 buses. Thank you, Miss Viola Brown, for organizing the buses. This is our, I think, 4th year having the buses, and want to thank Metro. We did a special. I had this idea. I was like, listen, I want to have some of the influencers and people in music and some of our former inductees on this bus, on the Metro bus. And we want to film. That's how we will introduce the inductees. And so we came up with this idea, and I was like, let's make it happen. And behind the scenes, we did the video, and it was just amazing to see the folks on the bus being able to articulate who are the inductees. So just want to thank everyone. We had, Dale DeGroat from ZAP was on the bus. We had Shirley Murdoch inductee, ZAP's inductee. Shirley Murdoch is an inductee on the bus. We had Aretha Chapman. I want to give a big shout out to Second Wind that kicked things off. And so Aretha was on the bus. We also had, Big Rob was on the bus, one of our influencers. He was on the bus, introducing the OJs. Don Juan for show was on the bus. He's one of our influencers and also our celebrity DJ for the event, and has been a great ambassador as well. Lincoln Ware, the chair of the committee, volunteer selection committee. Lincoln Ware was on the bus introducing the Ohio players. We had just so many people. See, Michael from the YOLO band, he was on the bus with his guitar. It was just a great thing. I'm trying to think who else. Did I miss anybody else that was on the bus? Oh, Gerald Haley, the former CEO of Metro. He gave us the award that they won on our wrapped bus. We won a national award for our bus. And so he was on the bus, gave us the award. I'm trying to think, did I miss anybody else that was on the bus? I think I hit everybody. If I missed somebody, Aziza, let me know who might have been on the bus that I did not hit. But we had a great shooting, video shooting of the bus, and Metro had their team, video it. And our team, of course, had to make sure it's edited and those kind of things. But we had that's a great thing where we had the inductees announced from the bus. So just happy for that vision. There were so many visions. I'm going to talk about so many things to make this happen. I'm going to give y'all a little glimpse of the behind the scenes. Also want to thank Cam Solo Films. We have a documentary out, and we'll talk about that in a moment. And that process, it was just amazing, an amazing event. And it took a lot of people. Chicago White, I want to thank him. Also part of the team, making sure the inductees, with the hospitality. So, we had a number of people that put this thing together, and we want to thank them. And volunteers, like I said, we had Dar. We have so many people. I don't want to miss anybody. But everybody, Karen Jones, I mean, just Maya, I mean, we could go on and on. It was so many people. I also want to thank, Waterworks for providing the big tanks so we could provide the water, and, Lincoln Ware and Don Juan opening it up with the Parade of Stars. That went very well. And I want to thank God more importantly than anybody, because there were so many things coming at us. There were so many, even the weather. They said, man, we got to have a weather plan. I said, nah, God gonna take care of it. And he did. I mean, it was hot, but it did not thunderstorm. And I really appreciate that. People, we hit capacity, and, it was just a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Wonderful is probably too light of a word. This thing was amazing. And when you think of where we came from the rocks to this, I want to thank John Murray. John Murray was our celebrity host. John Murray came back as our celebrity host, and he's part of the family. He's part of it. We gave him honorary influencer. He's been influencing Black music all over. He is the executive producer of the Sherry Shepherd Show, the Emmy-winning, award-winning Sherry Shepherd Show. And he came back, and we appreciate him, coming back and hosting. But this thing, yeah, there he is, John Murray coming back and hosting. Really want to thank him. Excellent job. And it's a big deal for us to have a national host. So thank you again, to my good friend, John Murray. Thank you so much, for coming back. Now, there were some things that we had to do. Okay. One, I want to highlight, we had a goal. 250,000 was my goal. This, we came from the rocks to a technology, education, economic development, tourism attraction that tells the musical legacy stories, right? We're not just some stars on a sidewalk or down the street. We have a technology park that has new technology. And I don't think we've gotten enough credit for the technology. We are a technology project, right? With the latest technology, where you could go and perform and be in the, when you perform, you can download it and you actually are on the stage performing. We have the beat machine where you actually hit the beats and you make the music. So my point to all of that is that we have, what is the Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame? I want y'all to write this down when you describe it. It's a one-of-a-kind, award-winning technology park that is educational and entertaining, that is technology-based, that creates economic development, that is a tourism attraction, and that tells the musical legacy stories of Black artists and musicians. That's what we are. That's what we are. So when you want to talk technology, you got to talk about the Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame. It is tech. You want to say education? You got to talk about the Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame, because we're educating people about these artists that they didn't know much about. You want to talk tourism? We're bringing tourists from all over the world to come to watch and to see it. You want to talk economic development? Well, when they come, they're coming and they're spending money. They're going to restaurants. There is economic development. We had to build it from the ground up, from rocks. Empty lot of rocks. So those are the things that are important. So with that being said, we don't have a marketing budget at all. We don't even have a brochure, right? I'm going to work to correct that, but I got to figure it out, because there's nobody with a brochure. These other venues and different things that happen, they bring artists to town and they never tell them about the Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame. George Clinton came to town one time to perform, and he was right next to the Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame, sitting right in his vehicles. And Penny Ford had to call me from Germany to say he's down there. He said nobody said they don't know about the Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame, and he's sitting right next to it, performing in the building right next to it. I had to come all the way from Loveland. I was speaking at an event in Loveland, all the way downtown to show him he's right next door. So there's been a movement not to show these artists. Every time the artists come, they can come for music festival, they can come for different things, but they don't tell them about, hey guys, right across the street or right next door is the Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame. I have even seen articles that talk about all these fabulous things to do downtown on the banks, and they leave out the Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame. I even seen an economic impact study that they did for everything on the banks, and they did everything and left out the Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame. So with all of that, I'll just tell you how God works. Even with all of those things, our goal was to get 250,000 people down at the Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame. It's free. It's open every day, 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. We have a light show at 9 p.m. and 10 p.m. You want to see it at night. It looks really good. And they have clickers. So these are not estimations or guesstimations. These are real numbers because they put a clicker down there. They said, wait a minute, it looked like she having a lot of people, but we going to make sure, let's put a clicker, and thank God for the clicker. So we have a detailed database report that comes in, and it tells exactly how many people we had. So my goal was, hey, let's try to get to 250,000 visitors, 250,000 visitors. And that was our goal. We're wearing white, so they can't say, well, these people wasn't coming. So we got our uniform on, right? We got our white on, and we all come in. Everybody know what we doing. And we had a great event. We had no issues. Everybody came, had a great time. It was free. So with that, I want to put up here, we tried to go for 250,000, and guess how many we had, y'all? Dun, 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 dun. Let's put it up. 285,424 people have been through the Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame. Let me say it again. 285,424 people. And we announced it. And these are our visitors / fans. So thank you to every single person who has gone down there. And if you haven't, you need to get down there. We need to have the churches pulling up with tours. We need to have the schools pulling up with tours. And there it is. People say, girl, I don't know. They said it might not have been that many people there. Here is the photo if you're online. If you're watching us online, Alicia Reece Soul Food, here's the photo. And I'm telling you, we all the way to the top. We hit capacity. Fire marshals shut the place down. Everybody's in white. It looks so beautiful. And we were so proud to honor our inductees. And the show, if you've never been to the Oscars, I know I ain't got invited. If you've never been to the Grammys, they have not invited me yet. If you've never been to the BET Awards, if you've never been to the American Music Awards, if you've never been to the Country Music Awards, you've never been to Stellar and all those things, we brought it to you, and we brought it to you free. And we had a heck of a show. Regina Bell opened up the place like I thought I was in Carnegie Hall. She did a dedication to the late, great Nancy Wilson. Then we had the Ohio players come running out, hollered, Ohio, Ohio. Oh, man, that place was rocking. And then it just took off because the next person that I'm about to bring on my show by phone, this woman, when you say on time God, I thought she just going to do a little snippet. You know what I'm saying? She came and turned it out, brought the house down. Ladies and gentlemen, on the phone, we got the one and only 2025 inductee, the gospel icon, the legendary Dottie Peoples. How you doing?
I'm blessed and you.
Oh, man, I'm still recovering. The town is lit on fire everywhere I go. You're all over the social media. They said, man, Dottie Peoples, she came and turned the whole place out. I'm talking 3 floors of everybody in white standing up. People got videos of themselves trying to sing with you when you were singing. They was shouting. And man, you brought the house down, and we're so happy to have you in our Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame. You come out of Dayton, Ohio. We do all of Ohio. And I just wanted to touch base with you. And what did you think? Because you were there, and we really appreciate you.
Well, first I want to say thank you, and it was an honor. I felt like I was in California somewhere. And I just want to say thank you to you and all the people that work with you. They were so sweet and nice to us, treated us like we were kings and queens. And the people, it was so many people in there. I was shocked when I got on stage. I didn't know it was that many floors, but we had 3 floors of people.
Yeah.
And we had a good time. And I had to bring you out on stage because you need to shout a little bit because you done worked hard. And I want to thank you and commend you for just being faithful to your dream. And your dream really, really has come true. And you're blessing other artists and honoring them. And a lot of people don't give us no credit, but you gave all the credit to all the artists that you honored on last weekend. I want to say thank you, and thank you to Cincinnati.
Well, I appreciate you, and I know you're on your way to Tennessee, right?
Yeah, we got a tour. We'll be in Jackson, Tennessee tomorrow, then Nashville on Sunday, then back, and then I got 2 revivals, Wednesday, Thursday, then I get a break.
Woo! You stay booked and busy, but we were so happy that you got a chance to be with us, and we're just so happy to be able to honor you and all that you have done and all you are about. I want to also say that in the library, we have an exhibit now, a permanent exhibit in the library, so people can learn even more about the artists. And last week we had our show there, but you donated to our Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame library exhibit one of your gowns from the Stellar Awards, and that was huge.
Well, you know what? When commissioners say do something, you got to do it. You said, bring me something to put in this library. So I said, I ain't going to take her no junk. I'm going to take her something real classy and nice. And I hope that the people will enjoy it and enjoy the whole museum. It's very, very nice. And I want to say real quick, hats off to your dad. You got the coolest dad I know.
Yeah,
and I enjoyed him.
Y'all enjoyed that Earth, Wind, and Fire. Y'all was having a good time.
Yes. I said, well, cameras was going everywhere. I said, well, they can put me on YouTube and all them other things. But I was dancing with your daddy, honey. He jumped up. I said, let me get on up here with him. But we had a good time. Earth, Wind, and Fire was excellent. And all of the artists were excellent. And again, I say thank you and congratulations on I hope you feel a well-deserved and successful walk of
fame. Yes.
Walk of Fame. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you made it. Everybody's telling me they's like, man, Daddy Peoples. I mean, that's all they talking about. On time, God. And I just want to thank you again. I know you won't be a stranger. We'll definitely keep in touch. You have safe travels this weekend, and we will talk to you soon.
Okay. God bless you.
God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. That was Daddy Peoples, an on time God. And it's so amazing how God works all these components out, because I remember, and let me say our last but not least inductee was the OJs. And we were happy to have Nathaniel Best, who is from Cincinnati and was in the group, the OJs. And he's a Woodward graduate and everything. And he's a pastor now. And so he left the group and went into ministry. But it was so great to have him there to represent the OJs, and it was just such a great thing. But the energy was I just couldn't put my finger on the energy. I really couldn't. The energy, it was just so overwhelming. And we, one of the things that I really wanted, cause I come up with these ideas and I stay up all night and and God gives me these ideas. But it's interesting how God he's in everything. I mean, he's everywhere, because Nancy Wilson, I could not find at that time, her family, her son, you can't find him on Google. I mean, he does not do any of the, Google things. That's not him. And, he came and I found Regina Bell, and I didn't know the song If I Could was sang by Nancy Wilson originally, and God sent it to me. And what I didn't know is God had introduced me to her manager in December. And then I didn't know that her manager used to live in Cincinnati, because I had went to see her perform. She had come to Cincinnati, and I went, me and the one and only Shirley Murdoch, and they're friends. And so God had already put it together. This is something, I guess my one testimony, or I always have a testimony, but this is the hot sauce, right? God already put it together. December, right? I had no idea. So now we go into January, February. I'm trying to find Nancy Wilson's children. Can't find them. Calling people who claim they knew Nancy Wilson, found out they didn't really know her. All of this, it was tough. So then I'm sitting on the couch, and I open up my phone, and they have something like, who did it better? And it had Regina. I said, what does Regina Bell and Nancy Wilson got to do with each other? And it was the song If I Could. I said, what? So still, God had already put it together, but I still didn't catch on. So then I said, oh, okay, that's nice. And then 2 days later, I take my phone out, and it's a show saying we're honoring the beautiful Nancy Wilson, and here to sing the dedication to her is her, her mentee, Miss Regina Bell. I said, what? Regina Bell? So then it clicked, right? But God already put it together in December. So I said, man, it sure would be nice if I can get Regina Bell, because I can't get the family, but it'd be great if Regina Bell could come, because, so anyway, we end up getting Regina Bell. And then it clicked. Shirley Murdoch said, hey, all you had to do is call her manager. You met her in December. That's my girl. I said, why did I waste almost 4 to 5 months? And God had already put it together. And so that was the connection of why Regina Bell. But Regina Bell, I've been wanting to have her one day since I used to go to the Congressional Black Caucus when I was younger. I said, man, she would always sing, and then we always meet her in the airport, because we would be on the red eye and she would too. And I said, man, Daddy, one day I wish I could book Regina Bell for something. And that was almost 30 years ago. So Regina Bell comes. She represents Nancy Wilson only the way she knows how, which is with elegance and class and all that stuff. And, all these people are coming, but they don't know really how the Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame is. So it's a little hesitancy. It's like, well, wait a minute, Cincinnati, and is this going to be, you know what I'm saying? And when they left, they were like, whoa, when they got here, they're like, whoa, this is super duper first class. And so in my mind, I said, listen, I want this to be like an award show. Okay. I want it to look like an award show. And for those who came, it looked like an award show. And we're going to, and y'all need to like our page, Alicia Reece Soul Food, because we're getting ready to play the whole show. You're going to get to see the show. And it's going to be like an award show. That's what it was. And so we're very excited about it. And we're very, some people are hitting me up. It was like an award show. And it's all free. Can y'all believe that? Free. You go to these other shows, I mean, it costs. Free. So you come out, the elegance of, you start off with Second Wind, an outstanding job. And I wanted them to be like the band The Roots at the Tonight shows, the late shows. So that's how the look. I wanted the stage set up a certain kind of way. DJ Don Juan for sure was the celebrity DJ. So they had the stages set up a certain kind of way. And it just came. And then the LED screens and the video content. It was great. But let me tell you that this took a lot of work, planning, all of this. Plus, I'm in the middle of negotiations with the NFL team, right? I'm in the middle of the NFL negotiations while all this is still going on. And so we're talking, putting a team together. And here are some things that we did. Number one, we have a documentary. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a documentary. Everybody's been asking, how did you do it? Why did you do it? Whether it's youth groups, etc. So we got young people along with Cam, Solo Film, Rojo Productions, myself, Aziza Nubia, and our team, all of our team, and we put together a documentary. So, because it's a lot of lies. You know how we in a world of lies now, right? Everybody, I did it. This is how it happened. We told you what really happened behind the scenes. And you could see it. You'll be able to hear what actually happened. How did we go from rocks? Why did we go from rocks? And rocks is so, when you talk about rocks in the Bible, it just makes so much sense. And so you'll see how the vision came. Why did it come? God's assignment, what we had to do, what we had to overcome. And I'm getting so many people calling me from out of town. Regina Bell's manager called, said she was in tears. I got other people calling, said they was in tears when they saw this story, and hopefully it inspires someone else. So we had a documentary that's put together, and we got students that help put it together. We've got people in film put it together. I of course, put it together, and Romaine and Rojo and Aziza Nubia and everyone helping to put this together. So check it out. We got an animator. We're super excited. It got animation in there. Okay. Avery. He is his first time on the big screen, putting in animation. Check it out. Check out the documentary. It's called From the Rocks, Alicia Reece Story in Creating the Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame. It's on YouTube. You can go to my page, Alicia Reece Soul Food, and you can click it. It's right there. Number two, we were at the airport. We did a residency. You know how they do those Vegas residencies? We did a residency at the airport, the Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky International Airport that happens to be over in Kentucky. So we in a whole nother state. And we had the first ever Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame exhibit that was at baggage claim. And we were there. I said, can you give me 3 months? Because we were still trying to build the Walk of Fame. So we had nowhere to put the stars, the original stars, the original design of the stars. And so I said, give me 3 months. They gave me 3 months. They ended up giving me 3 years because it was so popular. So we're talking almost 1 million travelers got a chance to see the Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame exhibit at the International Airport. International. Then we said, okay, now we need a permanent home. And so I want to thank the Hamilton County Cincinnati Library, because now we have an exhibit, an indoor exhibit, very nice, more expanded exhibit in our Hamilton County Cincinnati Library, downtown, the main campus on Vine Street. Go in on Vine and then, you'll see it. And it moves around, sometimes on the first floor, sometimes it's up in the music section. But now people can go and learn more about the people that's in the Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame. So we have the outdoor entertainment, where we're called edutainment. You're educated and entertained and you're having a great time. It's for mama and the grandma and the grandkids. Everybody can go. It's a family affair. And then you can go to the library and say, man, I need to know more. I need some more songs on Nancy Wilson. You can go there and get more songs. You go there and say, hey, I want to see the dress Dottie Peoples was wearing in the video. We got the big videos that are out at the Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame, like Netflix, without the Netflix price. You can go there, bring a bag lunch, sit there and hear from all these inductees. Then you say, I want to know more about their music. You go to the library, and then they got a catalog that you can get. So now we've got education and technology meeting at the same time. We're in 2 locations now. You got to see both of them. So you got to check it out, the library. So this year, that was a big deal, us putting together this library exhibit, and we had a major unveiling at the library. Then we went back for my show last week. We were at the library with a fireside chat. Go to our page, Alicia Reece Soul Food, on all our platforms. You can see it. You'll see me go fireside chat with Penny Ford and Dottie Peoples and Regina Bell and Shirley Murdoch. Then you'll also see me. I talked to the band. We got the Ohio Players, Big Rob, Dale DeGroat from Zap. We've got, and we have Nancy Wilson's son, Casey Dennis. So we have all that going on. You got to see it. This is history. You got to have a piece of it. So now listen, we got an exhibit we had to do in the library. We have a documentary that we did, right? Then we had our kickoff at the Hard Rock Casino for Black Music Month. It was amazing at Hard Rock. And it was, it was huge. Honoring our influencers that we brought in. We now have over 80, almost 90 people in the Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame that you can learn about. Influencers, people with stars, people with kiosks, the big screens, all of that. Then, on top of it, to find out who it is, then on top of that, we got done with that, we had to do our fireside chat show. We had a big press conference at the library with these inductees, with our show, with the fireside chat, which was incredible at the library. Then we had what you call the Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame, epic induction ceremony and celebration. That's a lot with a small team and volunteers. That's a lot. And we wanted to make sure that the people had it. And by the way, we had the pressure because I had to hit 250,000 visitors. And we ended up with 285,400 plus visitors. Then we had to make it look award winning. We had to make it look award winning. Okay. And we had to do that. Then we got to deal with then we had the buses, right? We had to have the buses for the senior citizens. That had to be coordinated. Thank you, Corinthian Baptist Church, as well, partnering with us. Big shout out. Pastor Lane, Pastor KZ Smith, thank y'all so much, along with all the volunteers under the direction of Miss Viola Brown. We sold out 3 of those for free, 3 buses. We had to coordinate when they coming in, how they coming in. Then we had a parade of stars down there. We had to have how they going to line up and how they going to come in. And that had to be done. Then we had to have, how's it going to look in there? Like I told you, I wanted it to look like a award show. Then we had red carpet with all the media. They had to be managed. Then we had people coming in. We had the general admission that has to come in. Then we had the other people that had to be seated, right? Our partners, etc. Then we've got a band on stage, a DJ on stage, videos got to be going, lights got to be, what light goes here, microphones, we got a celebrity host, we got to write the scripts, because we had to write a script. We had to write a script for that. We had to write a script for the Hard Rock Casino. We had to write a script for the library. We had to write a script for the bus that we did all those videos on the bus. Then they had to be edited. All this stuff got to be done. And then we got the show. We got to make sure the decor looks right. I said, I want the round tables. I want this. I want that. We got to make sure as many seats. I want every seat filled. We got all that going. We got to make sure you got the water. We got the waterworks. How are people going to get the water so we can help people? We got the sound. We got the lights. We got the instruments. We got the DJ. All those things at one time. Then we got our inductees. They got to come in. We got to do the unveiling of the stars. That's done at the beginning. That's got to be organized, coordinated, done properly. Then they got to have interviews. Right? Then we got the receptions. We had 2 receptions at the hotel. We had to have receptions. It's all got to be privately funded. Then you had your DJ. Shout out to Love Child DJing it. All those things. Shout out to Kroger's for the food. Shout out to Ali Trolley for the food. Then you got to coordinate. They got to get they different things. So it's so much to coordinate. Transportation for the inductees. They got to get from the hotel to the place and then back and all that. It's a lot. Then we had free parking. We gave free parking. That's got to be coordinated. We got the Reds in town. And nobody gives you free parking. So we had all those things coordinated. Free parking until 4 o'clock. Now, if you was after 4 o'clock, I can't help you. Somebody, I got out of there. We told you got to get out of there. We out of there. You got to get out of there if you want to park for free. So all these things were happening. And I still was in negotiations with an NFL contract. All these things are happening. And I want to thank my doctors keeping me up on my feet. Dr. Melvin and Dr. Melvin. Dr. Melvin, my eye doctor, and Dr. Melvin, my primary doctor, make sure I don't pass out. To keep all these things going. And I want to most importantly thank God. And these inductees were just so gracious, so thankful. They were gracious and thankful. And I appreciate it. And then we had the outdoor with Big Rob. We had a lot going on. But it was all for Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame. The decor was outstanding. You all looked incredible. The red carpet was off the chain. The media that came, thank you, that covered it. Everybody came, had a good time. Everybody spreading love. There was love with everybody. Nobody was there, you know, causing no problem. Spirit of love. We came in the spirit of God, and Dottie took us all the way to church and took us back to the purpose. He's the on-time God. And she pulled me out there because she said, all you done been through, you need to let it loose of what God has done for you. Let it loose. Because I'm up here, I want to make sure it's all perfect, y'all. Right? I want everything right. It's on time. And then we got John Murray. You watch Sherry Shepherd. This man is the executive producer. Okay, how much have I not been? I hope it ain't been the whole show. I can't read that. You have to bring it in. Your computer crashed. Oh, wow. I wonder, okay, well, are y'all able to hear me now? How much of the show did y'all miss? How long has the computer been crashed? You don't know yet. Okay. Well, that's what happens with live. I hope they were able to hear. I hope they were able to. Hope they were able to hear. Well, if not, you heard me on the radio, and we're gonna have to go back. But in the future, you guys got to check all this stuff so we know if we're still on or not. But we encourage everybody to please go down to the Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame. Go to the library to check out the exhibit at the library. And super excited about that. I don't know, how long were we off? Did they get to hear Al? I hope they did. About 2 minutes we're off. Okay. All right. That's what happens when you're streaming live and you're on multiple platforms. It gets really tough. So usually when this stuff happens, they say, Reece, your energy go down because, I don't like glitches. But let me just say, I'm super excited, super thankful to everyone that has visited the Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame, helped us get to 285,400 plus visitors. Keep it up. We need to get to 500,000. I want to get to 500,000. I need y'all to get down there. We need organizations, buses. We need it all going down to the Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame. It's absolutely free. Please share. Please check out our documentary. It's called From the Rocks. It's on YouTube. I'm gonna get the exact way it lists on YouTube, but it's From the Rocks. And you type in From the Rocks, Alicia Reece, and it'll come right up. Okay. From the Rocks, Alicia Reece, it'll come right up. Check out the documentary. Let me know what you think. Hit us up on our Facebook and our Instagram and our YouTube. We're getting ready to get the TikTok up and going. Because I heard some people say, I only get my news from TikTok. We getting ready to go out and get on TikTok. Okay. So you'll be able to see that. And if you have pictures from the Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame, please post those pictures and tag us, Cincy, CINCY, Black Music Walk of Fame. I want y'all to go to Facebook and like this page. It's Cincy, CINCY, Black Music Walk of Fame. Now, there'll be one to say Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame, right? But that one, they hacked on me. So we're not going to put everything over there. I need y'all to go on to CINCY, Black Music Walk of Fame. Like it on Instagram, like it on Facebook, and Alicia Reece Soul Food. We're on TikTok. We're getting ready to TikTok, right? We're getting ready to get some stuff on there, so we'll have some content on there as well. Again, thank you everyone who participated, was a part of, helped us get it going for the Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame. And let me just say, we're not looking back, right? But we are going to post. We're not looking back, but we're going to post. And so when people say, is anybody going down there? Remember, I got a clicker. So we got a report. You tell them, let me tell you who's going down there, girl. 285,400 plus visitors. That's huge. Was anybody at the Walk of Fame this year? Man, they had to shut the doors. The fire marshal had to shut us down. We were at capacity. Just look at the pictures. Post your pictures, tag us, Cincy Black Music Walk of Fame, and check out the documentary. Finally, get the story. What happened? The story before the glory. Ain't that what this name? Isn't that what Alicia Reece Soul Food is about? The story before the glory. So check it out. The documentary From the Rocks. The Alicia Reece story on how we got a Cincinnati Black Music Walk of Fame. Okay, guys, until next time, don't forget the hot sauce. Thank y'all so much, and like our pages. We'll see you soon.